All right, we are going to finish up notes for 8-3, which was tangent ratio. Again, tangent ratio is in a triangle, you're comparing the opposite side to the adjacent side. So of the three sides, you're comparing the opposite side with the adjacent side depending on the angle. Now we use the tangent button to help figure out the length of one of the side lengths, whether it's the opposite side or the adjacent side here. And now we're going to go to number 5 here. And this is where we actually have the side length, like 100 inches, 41 inches, or feet, or whatever. And we want to figure out, well, how many degrees is angle Y? And we're going to use the tangent button to this. So what we're going to do here is kind of work. In the past, we were given the 32 degrees. We were given the degrees, 68 degrees. In this one, we're trying to figure out how many degrees this is, where the opposite side is 100 and the adjacent side is 41. How big of an opening would that be? The bigger this side length is here, or the smaller it is, it will affect the angle here, angle Y. So this is how we'll do it. We're going to say tangent and then the angle. In this case, it's not a degree like 32 degrees, it's just angle Y, is equal to, tangent means opposite over adjacent. So if I stand at angle Y, opposite is 100 over adjacent 41. So now we actually have these side lengths. We know that the opposite side is bigger than the adjacent side. So what type of angle created this scenario where this ratio occurs? Now what we're going to do here, this is a bit odd here, the measurement of angle 1 is going to be, and you're going to look for this button. It's a -1 here. And then you're going to punch in the calculator 100 over 41. So this -1 isn't like your traditional -1. It is actually just called an inverse. It's called an inverse button. It will appear as a -1 on your calculator, and let me show you how you get that. So instead of just hitting regular tangent and then just saying like 32 degrees, whatever that result is, you're going to do the inverse. So you're going to go second degree, and if you zoom in here, it says tangent in purple here, right above that button, tangent -1, or cosine with a -1. So again, what I'm going to do to get above here, I'm going to hit the second degree, and then the tangent button, and then you'll see that -1 show up. Again, that doesn't mean multiply by -1 or anything like that. That's just the inverse button. Then you're basically telling the calculator, okay, tell me how many degrees is this angle going to be, where the opposite side is 100 over, and over means division, 41. So the inverse tangent, the -1, and then hit equal, and the calculator says that angle is 67.7 degrees. So it knows 100 opposite side is bigger than the 41-inch side, the adjacent side, and so it knows, well, how big that opening would be there where angle Y is, and it knows that that opening is 67.7 degrees. Again, inverse tangent, second tangent button. This is when you are trying to figure out, you're missing the angle. That's when you use the inverse. When you are given the angle, you just hit regular tangent, and you just say tangent of 32, tangent of 22 degrees. Missing the angle, inverse.